Hi there, it's Mr. Clark. Welcome to Lesson 2 Point Composition Project Point 5, Crossing Parallels. We are once again working with Merrily We Roll Along. And let's pull that up. So here we go. I filled in the keyboard texture from the previous time. You'll note that I've used a new symbol here. Looks like a percent sign, except it's solid dots instead of an actual percent sign, which would look like that with like circles. And this just means repeat the previous bar. So instead of writing that out, I was lazy and wrote that. FYI, it exists. I would prefer that you just write out what you're going to write out. This is just for shorthand. When I write out my final draft, it will not have that, just for reasons of space. So, now we are looking at the fifth part, and I chose a major melody from list 1, so I'm going to transform my tune into minor. I'm going to write out the scale degrees. So 1 stays the same, so instead of 3, there's not really a 3 in minor, so it's going to be flee, 2, 1, 2, flee, 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 2, 2, 2, flee, 5, 5, flee, 2, 1, 2, flee, 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 2, 2, flee, 2, 1. The only thing I have to do is change 3 to flee. That's not so hard. If you have 6s or 7s in your melody, you have to consider, do you want flick 6, fleb 7, play around with it, see what sounds good. So now I'm going to set up a new grand staff. And now I need to think about key signature. I want to have the parallel major or minor. So G is still going to be scale degree 1, but now it's going to be G minor instead of G major. So what we're going to do there is, you can think about it going 3 spots of Widdershins on the circle of fifths, or just know that, hey, G minor has 2 flats in the key signature. Great. So I'm going to write the transform melody in the treble staff, which is literally this. I don't have to change anything. I just need to have the new key signature up front. That's nice and easy. If you do have scale degree 7 in minor, that's going to need an accidental, so make sure you think about that. I won't waste your time finishing this while you watch, but you know how it goes. Just copy it down, make sure any accidentals are changed that need to, and then write chord symbols underneath the bass staff. So really the only thing that should change is major 1 to minor 1, or vice versa. 5, 7 will stay the same, and then write chords that match your chord symbols. This should be very similar to what you've already done, but instead of demonstrating that, I'm just going to do 1 half note. And now I do have a scale degree 7 in minor, so that's going to need an accidental, because right now I have a flev, so that needs to raise a half step to a sev. So that's what's going on here. And you would fill it in for the rest of your tune. I will go ahead and see you next time.